What's good, everyone, and welcome to my round 17 final team and final captain picks. And this is probably the most significant round we've had so far. We have made double upgrades for opting to go one more upgrade with 6 trades left. Very doable. I think that we have a lot of flexibility with those trades because then if we find out that we want some upgrades here and there for some underperformers, looking at you, Dan Houston, looking at you, Tuke Miller, potentially we could have some options available to us. So what we have done, we have made 2 trades. So I have moved on from Farrow for his teammate Durham because he's absolute monster in the midfield. And I think if Essendon if they want to go somewhere, they've got a blood Durham. Like, he could be a captain of their football club in the future. You just got to give him the role and say, here you are, run with it. So I think that the 128 average he had, well, not average, but the 128 he could average for the rest of the year under the same role that he had last round. And then, of course, the no-brainer, everyone's doing it, Nasiah Wangani Malira. I think if you are serious about this year and you want to make a move, you have to make a move for Nasiah Wangani. I say it wrong every single time. Nasiah Wangani Malira. Because his run home is nice. There's no Sinclair. Everything is running through him. He's taking kick-ins. He's doing absolutely everything back there. The only worry you have with Nasiah is a tag, which realistically I don't care, to be honest. The games that he's going to go 150 over and over and over again are going to heavily outweigh the couple games that he might get a tag, because he fights a tag fine anyway. And we move on from Alga, who has probably got a little bit more money to make. Let's be real. He's got I think a 50 break even. And then Farrow, who I think has been absolutely perfect. I know he could make even further money, but today's the week to make some moves. Which leaves us with 6 trades, one more spot to fill, who Hugo Hall Kahan is in right now. I've got one bloke definitely in mind. I'm potentially looking to, down the line, potentially even next week, keep Hugo for the bench coverage. Trade a Sam coming out. Move a Tuke Miller to the flex, and I am so licking my lips at potentially putting Marshall in that forward line. I want 1 week to see what he does this week with the solid. He's got Essendon, so if he's going to go big, it's going to be this week. Deconing out for a month, I think that it really is you jump on this week or you miss out sort of thing. But his break even is at that 115. So you're going to miss out on a big score, but you're not going to miss out money wise, which is where my thoughts are. Whereas Durham, if he has a big score coming up this week, you've lost your opportunity pretty much. His break even's ripe for the picking. I wish I had 3 trades, because I tell you what, we would have Marshall right here and we would have a finished team. But we've used all our boosts, so not available to us. We do still have flexibility with some movement as well. There was 2 options this week for bringing blokes in. I forgot what they are. I think like Fitzgerald for Melbourne and another for, I forgot, Kennard is like kind of, I don't know why I'm thinking of Kennard, because I'm thinking of Luke Kennard from the NBA. But Kennard, who even is it? I can't check because I don't have trades, but it's someone that plays for the Eagles, who is, everyone's jumping on as well because he's 23, has played 2 games and has averaged pretty well playing the halfback. So those are 2 options that we could jump to. We don't really need to, because we've made good picture in the year. We've got Anad, who's still going to make some more money if he held his spot, which he has. Dirksen, who's got some money to make still, and he's held his spot. Coming, of course, will probably be moved. I'm looking for the security of Hugo on the bench preferred over Coming. Schomburg and Ison is not going to really make that much more. Schomburg's not even playing, doesn't matter. Banfield not playing, and McKenna can probably be used for a move as well. So it's probably looking like a McKenna and a Coming for, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to go with a Rowan Marshall or if I should wait, hold all my eggs in one basket and put it all into like a big Bailey Smith for the run home, because his final 3 games are absolutely just, I think that would be the best call. And then I can move like a Rowell to my flex position for the time being. That could be an option forward. I just want to get a view on Bailey Smith's game this round, which starts in 24 minutes. So that's a potential option. It's Rowan Marshall. It's Bailey Smith, there's a couple options that I've blanked at the moment because I'm just focusing on this week. Durham is my riskiest pick, I think, but we're bargain hunting again because it allows me that little bit more flexibility. Like, I can't make it to, or can I? Can I make it to Marshall? I think I could just make it, but with Durham's break even being what it is and Marshall's being at 115, I'm probably going to go with Durham, and then Marshall has a big one and I move on next week. The only issue being is he's playing Essendon, whose ruck stocks is Blackiston and all sorts. So that's where we're going this week. I'm not happy with my forward line at all. Pickett up and down. Petrarca having a real low period. Durham not have enough data to go off of yet, but we've seen a role that could really work. And Tuke Miller just absolutely underperforming since I've brought him in. I thought I'd have him as a security for 100 a week. Definitely not been the case. Rucks are beautiful. I wouldn't ask for any other different rucks from what we have. Flex Hugo is fine to fill that role for now. I think that his 61 is the lowest score he has had, or one of. And the Crows got pumped by Port, so not worried about that. Midfield, I'm happy up until around this point. Merritt. Then Callahan, iffy. LDU, still iffy after the 146, and Rao, iffy. And then defense, I'm pretty good up to Worrell. I'm happy with all these. Houston's my one where I'm like, bro, you could lose me around this week. I'm probably going to be moving him on towards the end of the year if I have the trades to do so. If I can do like a mini upgrade from there to someone, I'm probably going to elect to do that. But that is pretty much what we've done. Leaves us with 53,000. So we've used a lot of what we had saved up from last week, which was my plan. And now we're going straight in, attacking this week very heavily. Now, I did have my vice set as day cost initially against Gold Coast. I don't need to do that anymore because it's going to be a close one. Actually, I can't even do it. I was going to say I'm going to do an Asio and getting Malira as vice rolling into Butters. It would be really, really risky. I'd be on the way to Port. I'll be looking on the phone and seeing Nasai's score and what he's doing. And if I can loop it, it's too late for me. I'm not even going to worry with it. I think you got to do it on different days. You choose your vice on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the Sunday's your captain, or like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday captain. That's the way. You've got to have at least a day buffer before choosing your vice and captain. And I think we're just going to have to roll with this. I'm probably even going to move Butters captain to Nasaya. I reckon that, I don't know. It's going to be, I'm not going to decide in this video, unfortunately, but it's going to be either Butters or Naz. It's one of the two. If you've got either, both are a great option for captain. Vice, I don't see a lot of viable options, to be honest. Maybe a Dawson at Optus Stadium against West Coast. Maybe a Heaney at the SCG against the Bulldogs. Tonight, Geelong versus Brisbane, I don't like anyone. Melbourne versus Hawthorn, not a fan of anyone. We've got Freo versus GWS, don't like anyone. Collingwood versus Gold Coast, I really don't like anyone again, but Dacos could be a bloke that just comes out and doesn't get attention put into him. That's what my thoughts are, and that's why I've gone the vice there. Richmond, Carlton, let's see, like, that's a great matchup for Carlton, but there's no big hitters from Carlton that I would put your money on. Essendon versus St Kilda, basically anyone that plays at St Kilda. Port versus North, I think captain options for either side, Ashizel, LDU, Butters, they are all options. So that's where we're going to this week. We're looking to go out of the bye rounds, going to have some decent high scores now without only the best 18 playing. We got the best 22. So let's see what happens. Hoping for a big one to kind of continue our trajectory up in the rankings. But we are minus 20 minutes from bounce. So I'm going to love you and leave you and see you later. And I wish everyone luck for their round 17 endeavors. And this team's, it's looking, okay. Peace out, everyone. See ya.